Hello WoC family, last time I here, hope all is well with you all. So the last video I put out, I talked about what is women on change. This video is going to be about why women on change, because there are so many organizations out there, what makes us unique. And the truth of the matter is this: there can always be more people to help more folks, kids in need, right? So I truly believe that, well, before I even dive into why women own change, let me give you an example, or let me share a story with you. This was probably 6 months ago. About 6 months ago, I applied for a small grant for a foundation. As you know, DC is divided into quadrants. There are 8 quadrants, but I applied for a small grant in this ward, or they refer to them as wards. In this particular ward, and then I was told that even though I do work in DC, or our organization that does work in DC, we could not be awarded this grant because we weren't doing work specifically in that community. Okay, which is perfectly fine. But I don't know how that wasn't clear to me, and I ended up applying, but discovered that later. But that goes to show you. So whether you live wherever you may live, right? There's always going to be something that's missing, whether it's a resource or whatever that may be. And what Women on Change, and the reason why Women on Change exist, is what we're trying to do is connect those who are disconnected from resources. And those resources, we focus on education, specifically closing the gap where STEM resources, whether that's the quality teachers or schools, kids are not getting them at schools, but more importantly, making sure that they have the right people that they can rely on. And we want to make sure, regardless where you live in the States or in the world, a girl, and again we focus on girls, not that it's boys don't need it, but girls are our focus. For a girl to be able to get these resources regardless of where she lives. So our mentoring program allows us to, whether you live on the West Coast or the East Coast, and then we have a child that's in Mississippi, for example, that's in need of resources or support, we hope to connect that child to that individual that could either be an inspirer to a vision that she has, or motivator. But more importantly, we try to make sure that we partner with organizations that can connect kids, no matter where they are, to a laptop, internet at home. We work with organizations to make sure that those communities that are disconnected from those resources do get it. But more importantly, people, and that's where the mentors come in. And what's unique about our mentoring program and our challenge, which is why we pilot and then we roll out. We pilot, we change, we roll out. So the key is this: we have, I would say 25% of it will be in person, but we aiming to make 75% of it virtual, because part of the challenge that we find out is that a lot of things are community based, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it hurts me to know that while kids in one part of DC can benefit from a small grant from another part of the city that is frankly pretty wealthy, this organization, I believe, or foundation, was supporting kids or foundations or population in who live on the hill, Capitol Hill, which is perfectly fine. But when I know that $500 could go just as far, and I'm not saying that kids on Capitol Hill don't need that, they do. But the truth of the matter is, it's community based, and that's fine. It works for some, but what we're aiming to do is expand that, and we're trying to do it not with so much money, even though money goes a long way. What we're trying to do is making sure that it's mobile, accessible, it's virtual. No matter where they are, it's virtual. Even though you don't have a laptop at home, you don't have the internet at home, as long as you have a phone we aim to make sure we make that connection. And the other part that's unique about our program is that we make sure it's collaborative. No girl, no girls in our program are gonna feel like they're alone because we group them. No mentors in our program is gonna feel like they're alone because they are grouped to work together. It's a collaborative effort from partnerships to the mentors to the students. We aim to make it as collaborative as possible, and of course that comes with its own challenges. This is why we test with different partners, with different mentors, with different ideas, and then we'll see what really works. And that's why I believe Women on Change is the future, because we aim to connect those wherever they may be, and technology is a huge part of our program. And the key is finding the best technology that actually works to make sure that we are able to reach girls no matter where they are. But more importantly, the right mentors, the right partners, and then the right folks who can fund it. So you may say, oh my gosh, this program is too broad, or it's not very specific. I can't fund it, and that's the challenge we've been running into, because we have folks that say, oh, we only support this, we only support this, and then we try to bring all three together: the mentoring, the STEM, and then the education piece. And yeah, we are really early on. I'm proud of that, and I'm excited about it. And my vision is way out there. Does that mean as we go, maybe 3 years from now, as we test everything, we've tried with different partners, at the end of the day, we want to give any individual or community who wish to make a difference, no matter where they are, to be able to make that difference. And to me, that's how it should be. If our goal is to really inspire, no matter where you are, no matter what your circumstances are, and I think it's very important to be able to do that. So we leverage technology, people, to be able to eradicate poverty, and we do that through academic STEM mentoring. And as I mentioned earlier, our STEM, our foundation is the math piece, making sure at the end of the day, the girls know economic economic independence starts by knowing what you're worth and then what you're bringing to the table. So that's where we're coming. I hope that helps. Again, more videos are coming, probably 2 more this month, and to give you an idea of where we're going. But more importantly, before these videos become something else, I want to make sure I put as much as out there so you understand as much possible. I hope this is helping. All right, take care and stay tuned, and then make sure you subscribe and follow us, and read the information below, because a lot of people are asking, what's your information? Please do read the information below and visit our website. Take care. Bye.